to avoid danger. Giraffes are the world's tallest mammals. Their towering 20-foot height provides a superb view over the vast plains. And together, they'll look out for danger. But despite their lofty vantage, more eyes on the ground can make all the difference. And that's why giraffes rely on one of nature's best early warning systems. These are oxpeckers. These birds spend their days feeding on parasites, like ticks, found on the giraffe's skin. But they also offer another intriguing benefit. They act as watchmen. When danger approaches, they give off a rattling alarm call and often fly into the air. This early warning system gives the giraffe extra time to escape. And a giraffe's presence can have a surprising benefit to another of Africa's herbivores. Researchers have found that zebra change their behavior when the two herds mix, with the zebra being less observant than when they're alone. Both animals are preyed on by lions, and it seems the zebra can read signs from the giraffe and take cues from their body language as a way to detect danger. But what does zebra do when there's no giraffe to alert them to a nearby threat? The stallion of the group calls to warn the others. If pursued, they use a zigzag pattern, attempting to throw off the lion. And will dodge and kick if the cat gets too close. In the animal kingdom, danger is a daily possibility. But today, the zebra's alarm calls paid off. From the grasslands of Africa to her colorful waterways, flamingos. These majestic birds are found on all continents except Antarctica and Australia. Of the 6 different species, 2 of them, the lesser flamingo and greater flamingo, call the soda lakes of East Africa home. Here they live together in large flocks, making their nests on the lake's mud flats. Flamingos use vocal and visual displays to communicate and alert the group to danger. But calling out to thousands of other flockmates can be a noisy affair. And they'll honk, grunt, and growl. These cries keep them together and share cues for their very visual performances. Calls made in flight are even louder. flamingo can fly hundreds of miles. And in the air, they communicate with loud honking. They can be extremely territorial. And won't allow another bird close to their turf. If they do, he'll warn the intruder with a threat display. If the trespasser ignores the warning, they attack. This is bill fencing. This aggression is also used when protecting the young. But flamingos don't just face danger from their own kind. Here in the Rift Valley of East Africa, they are at risk from far deadlier foes. It's home to some of the flamingo's preferred habitats, like Lake Bogoria in Kenya and Lake Natron in Tanzania. These soda lakes are hostile to most forms of life. But the flamingos thrive here, as tough skin on their feet protects them from the toxic waters. The soda pans act as a natural barrier to most of the bird's land predators. When the water levels are high, they're protected. But there's no way of preventing attacks from above, where an aerial hunter commands the skies. The African fish eagle. It builds its nests in the trees near the lake. While feeding with their heads bent low, they are vulnerable. The more vigilant birds stick to the sidelines, allowing flockmates in the center to focus on feeding. If a flock member senses danger, it straightens its neck. This alert display signals there's a threat. The signal travels around the flock as other members mimic the threat display. The fish eagle swoops in. The flock react by heading for the skies. The eagle can't attack once they're in the air. They'll return after several minutes when it's safer. So flocking together offers protection, as the entire group can be alerted to a predator. But visual displays don't just share details about nearby predators. The most flamboyant of these happen during the breeding season. These synchronized moves are used to attract a mate, where performances include head swinging and marching, and will be repeated for days, even months. The flamingos come to the lake shore to bathe and drink from the freshwater rivers and hot springs found here. This puts them within reach of one of Africa's most opportunistic hunters, the spotted hyena. They'll start by gradually moving closer. If a bird moves near enough to the shore, the hyena spots its chance. But with plenty of eyes scanning the water, the hyenas lost the element of surprise. They synchronize their flight response. This tells the flock there's trouble. As a large bird, flamingos need a running start to create lift over their wings to take off. While they're still on the water, they're in danger, giving the hyena a chance. Success. With the hyena distracted, most of the flock manages to fly away. Across the natural world, animals face danger. Often these threats come from their very own species. Competition can be fierce for territory, food, and a mate. So how do these animals communicate danger when confronting their own kind?